Now, in the last hour, Iraq has recalled its ambassador from Iran to discuss Iran's attack on a village in the north of the country. The United States has also commented on the ballistic missile attack launched into Iraq by Iran's Revolutionary Guards. They've described it as reckless and imprecise. The US military said it had tracked the strikes, which Iran claims had destroyed anti-Iranian targets, including what it called an Israeli spy headquarters. Israel hasn't commented. This was one of the buildings that was hit near a village in the Kurdish region of the country. Local officials there said that 4 people were killed. Let's go live now to our Middle East correspondent, Hugo B. Hugo, can you tell us more about what we know about this attack? Yeah, we don't have many details, but there was a statement from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard saying that they had targeted anti-Iranian terrorist groups in a village. They said they had hit an Israeli spy base. There hasn't been any reaction from the Israelis. 4 people were killed in the village when houses were hit. There were loud explosions overnight as a result of those attacks. Air traffic had to be temporarily suspended at the city's airport. The Iranians also say that they targeted positions of the Islamic State group in Syria, and they say that this was in retaliation to attacks. The Islamic State group said it was behind a major attack in Iran earlier this month that killed more than 80 people at a memorial service for the top Iranian commander, Qasem Soleimani. But a lot of the focus is on what happened in Iraq. The Kurdish authorities have described these attacks as a crime against the Kurdish people. And again, this is happening as there have been concerns about an escalation of violence across the region, sparked by the Israeli war against Hamas in Gaza. What does this mean, Hugo, in terms of the rising tensions that we know are escalating in the region? So we're watching 2 different situations here that are interconnected. First, the Israeli military offensive against Hamas in Gaza, which was obviously sparked by the Hamas attacks on the 7th of October in Israel. And these attacks that have been happening across the region, attacks that have been carried out by groups supported by Iran. You have Hezbollah here in Lebanon, which has been carrying out attacks targeting Israeli positions almost every day. The Houthis in Yemen, who've been attacking commercial vessels in the Red Sea. And obviously that has led to a response by the US, by the UK, against Houthi positions in Yemen. And there have been attacks by other factions and groups targeting American bases and American locations in Iraq and in Syria. And all those groups are part of the so-called Axis of Resistance, which is this alliance of forces supported by Iran across the region. So there have been concerns that this violence could escalate into a wider regional conflict.